mathematics. How much gold can you hold in an elephant's ear? When it's noon on the moon, then what time is it here? If you could count for a year, would you get to infinity or somewhere in that vicinity? When you choose how much postage to use, when you know what's the chance it will snow, when you bet and you end up in debt. Oh, try as you may, you just can't get away from mathematics.
Morning, grade 11s. It is Friday morning, April the 17th, and we want to welcome you to the end of the week. And had a good chat with you guys yesterday on Zoom. It was good to see all of you again. And again, I hope you guys are doing really well. As we get going today, I want to again encourage you with a verse of the day. And today's verse comes from, again, the Psalms, and it comes from Psalm 91:1. Psalm 91:1 is kind of cool because you know when you're young you learn that when you're in trouble you should call 911. Well, Psalm 91:1 is a verse as well that is 911, and it's a verse where you can go to get encouragement when things maybe aren't going so well for you. So Psalm 91:1 simply says, "Whoever dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I trust." So if you're feeling discouraged, or if you're feeling like things aren't going as well as you would like them to go, remember 911, Psalm 91:1, and you can be encouraged by that. All right, so today, it's going to be short and simple today. Today I want to go over the questions that I gave you yesterday. I gave you 3 questions to do yesterday, questions 1, 2, and 5. And I had a few emails about the direction of these. Didn't have any emails asking about the answers because the formulas are pretty simple. If you put the numbers into the right spots in the formula, the magnitude is pretty simple to get, but it's the direction that can be difficult. And so I'm going to try to help you out with directions here. All right, so in the first question you see behind me here, and I'm just going to write down what we have, and then I'm going to show you the right-hand rule, and hopefully you'll be able to see my hand, and hopefully you'll be able to make sense of it based on the directions that I'm going to use. And I'm going to try to do it horizontally, not on the board, because you're working on a paper which is horizontal. All right, so in question number 1, we have a proton. Now when you're doing charged particles, the type of charged particle is important. If it's a proton, we use the right-hand rule normally, where our thumb's in the direction of the velocity, our fingers are in the direction of the magnetic field, our palm pushes in the direction of the force. So if it's a proton, that's what we'll be doing. So if we're writing that down in terms of making sure we know what this is, the velocity will be our thumb. The magnetic field is our extended fingers. And the force then is the direction palm would push. All right, so here we go. Remember, in physics, north is always directly in front of you. So if I'm doing this question, the velocity is directly in front of me. I need my thumb pointing directly in front of me. The magnetic field is going up. So I need to contort my hand so my thumb is pointing north, away from me, and my fingers are pointing up. It's a little difficult. There we go. Contort your hand this way so that your thumb, if I stand this way, maybe it's a little easier. My thumb is pointing to the north, directly in front of me, if I'm going this way. Okay, another way you can do it is, here's an easy way. There we go. That's an even easier way. Forget contorting my hand. My thumb is pointing to the north now, this way, away from me. And my magnetic field is up, so my fingers are extended upwards. And which way does my palm push? Well, my palm pushes to my right, which again, in terms of physics directions, if north is directly in front of me, to the right is east. So my force here, if this was the case, my force would be to the east. And that would be the answer for the direction in question number 1. And again, just to review, thumb pointed north towards you, away from me. My magnetic field is up. My palm pushes to the right, which is east. All right, question 2. Now question 2 is an electron. And again, as I said, having the type of charged particle is important because it changes things just slightly when it's an electron, and that's again due to the fact that current flows in one direction while electrons flow in the other direction, and our magnetic field, sorry, I was distracted by a car driving down the service road. Current travels in one direction while electrons flow in the other direction. And so here we have an electron which is opposite the direction of the flow of the current. So when we do an electron, we just have to remember that something's got to be reversed. And that what's going to be reversed is which way our hand will move at the end of this. So the force is to the left. Now again, the force is the palm of our hand, but because it's an electron, we're going to make that opposite. Normally, we say it's the force is the direction our palm pushes. Okay? When it's an electron, we're going to say it's the direction the back of our hand would push. Okay? So this will be the back of hand. Okay? Which way will the back of our hand push? To the left. The velocity is up. That's still our thumb. Okay? And the magnetic field will be our fingers still. We want to know which direction our fingers will push. So I need to get the back of my hand pushing left. I need my velocity to be up. So if I do that, okay, we're going to do it this way again. And my velocity has to be up. So now my thumb has to be pointing upwards. The back of my hand has to be pointing to the left. Okay, so my back of my hand is left. It's going to push to the left. So I'm going to backhand you to the left. Okay. Thumbs up, which way is my magnetic field pointing? Well, it's pointing this way. Now if I'm doing it in front of me, okay, it's hard to do in front of me, but there we go, okay. Thumb pointing up, back of the hand to the left, fingers are pointing towards me, okay. And so I think that was the answer in the book. It said towards observer, okay. So again, this would now be the direction would be towards, okay. Another way of saying that would be south. Okay, so it's all about using your right hand, and when it's a current carrying conductor, we don't need to worry about palm of the hand or the back of the hand, but when it's a single charged particle, then we do proton, direction palm pushes, electron, direction the back of the hand pushes. Velocity is the thumb, doesn't change anything whether it's an electron or proton. Magnetic field is your fingers. Again, doesn't change whether it's a proton or electron. Only thing that changes is the direction of the force, proton, palm, electron, back of hand. All right, I hope that makes some sense. But again, it's a matter of just keeping your hand like this, open, okay, and putting the various parts, thumb, fingers, and palm, in the right directions. Again, north is away from me, magnetic field is up, force pushes east in the first question. The second question, I need my force to be left, so I need the back of my hand to be left. My velocity is up, magnetic field into the board here, which would be towards me or to the south. All right, hopefully that makes sense. If not, send me an email and we'll try to explain it in a different way. Going into next week, so today's Friday, I'm going to give you a review assignment. Your review is going to consist of a couple parts, some questions out of your textbook, some questions on a handout. I want you to start working on them today, but you will have today, Monday, and Tuesday to work on it. And just in case you're wondering, in your textbook, chapter 20 is electric force. Okay, so we did all of chapter 20. In chapter 21, 21.1 is on electric fields. We covered that section. And then we did chapter 24, which was magnetic fields and forces, covering the two formulas, F equals BIL and F equals QVB. All right. So you'll have today, Friday, Monday, and Tuesday to work on the review. I may or may not put videos up on Monday, Tuesday. We'll see. Maybe just a quick check. If you have questions, I'll answer them in a video on Monday or Tuesday. If you don't have questions, I may not put anything up. But on Wednesday, the test for this unit will go on Connect. Okay? And you will have till the following Tuesday to get that test back to me. Okay? Again, I'll put the test up as a PDF. You will print it off, you will answer the questions, and then you can either scan it or take pictures of it with your phone and send it back to me via email. I think that will work best. If that doesn't work for some of you, let me know and we'll find an alternate way to make that happen. Again, I'll put all this information on Connect for you. But that's all I got for you today. Hopefully these directions make sense. If you have any other questions, send me an email. Thanks, bye.